Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Well viewers, to say the least, the last couple of missions have been rather disturbing. Unfortunately, Admiral Kahoku has passed on, and from all appearances, not naturally. However, we were able to track down I guess you'd say, a base of the Cerberus activities that were going on. And what information wasn't destroyed on that terminal we accessed last mission, we currently have in our possession. So the actions of Cerberus are no longer secrets, even though we are the only ones that have this knowledge. However, it seems to be a very bittersweet victory, and I think it's probably just the way Admiral Kahoku appears to have died. So I guess we need to find some way to shake this sense of unease, and I guess the best way to do that is just
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're going to want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
Your deal died with Kahoku. Why should I help you?
The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive, but no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
What are you going to do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
Well, it appears that our question about what to do with this information has potentially been answered. The biggest question is do we want to make use of this outlet? Well, let's see. The Shadow Broker. He definitely stands to earn a profit from this. However, like this gentleman just said, no secret will remain a secret forever. And although the Shadow Broker will stand to make a profit off this, it is an outlet for this information to get out. As we learned from the last mission, this is not a human-only endeavor, as we originally thought, as we originally led to believe. As with our discovery with the Solarian Cerberus soldier in the last mission. If this were strictly a human situation, I see no reason to trust them. However, since we did find that non-human being a part of it, this is no longer strictly a human issue. It is much bigger than that. It is now a galactic issue, and that is our authority. That is our jurisdiction as a Spectre, to hold up the safety of the galaxy. The Shadow Broker is all about making secrets known. And for the safety of the galaxy, this information must be known by whatever means necessary, because as of right now, we are the only other party aside from Cerberus itself that knows this information. The more people that know about it, the better, the safer the galaxy will be. The more that people know about it, the less inclined, the more pressure there will be on Cerberus itself, whether public or not. It'll cause them to think twice about continuing their activities. So, in that case,
I'll transmit the files.
I knew you were a reasonable man, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
and as they say, the truth is out there. We are no longer the only ones who know about the activities of Cerberus, so... Alright. A considerable weight has been lifted off our shoulders, so let's hope some R&R at the Citadel can help us shake this pall over us from Admiral Kahoku's death. Not to mention honoring the promise Admiral Kahoku made to the Shadow Broker. Honors his name, so I don't think there could have been a better thing we could have done with that information, so... Alright. Alright guys, let's go. I've had a rough couple of missions.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alrighty. Well, I guess going from strictly R&R, this visit has now elevated itself to a bit of R&R,
Alliance
obviously.
officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
It is no longer just R&R, it's also, I guess, a way we can celebrate Admiral Kahoku's life. So... But did he really have to go that way? Anyways. Let's do some shopping, shall we? First up, we need to head up to Dellen's shop.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
And I just feel like I need to clarify something with you, the viewers, just to step outside the game right now, so to speak. With regards to the conversations and the choices I make, anytime you see me do something like that last conversation with the Shadow Broker agent, where I make the attempt to have the conversation flow as quickly as possible. In other words, I don't wait for the one part of the conversation to end before I select the next option. anytime I do that, it usually has more to do with what Shepard actually says rather than what the choice itself says. And then there's also the situation in the same conversation where I had to make a decision in which, you know, trying to, you know, I guess you could say me playing the voice in Shepard's head, so to speak, of what to do with the information, whether to hand it over or not. In situations like that, that has more to do with, you know, what the option actually says. So anyways, let's talk to Dylan.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Alright, and the first item that I will be picking up that became available at level 36 is the Ceres Council license. Ceres Council makes the best Omnitool and Biotic amps in the game. Should be explanation enough as to why I bought that. And I'm talking, these are significantly better. Like, let's just say the Polaris amps we have right now, they're about twice as good as those. So, yeah, give or take. So, alright. Let's head down to the lower markets. So another thing I'd like to point out. Let's talk to Morgan here.
Human, you need something, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
And Morlin here sells the Geth Armory license. I probably will not be buying this license. However, I just want to point it out because the Geth weapons, I think the only thing you have access to in-game that you get naturally through the game is the Geth Pulse Rifle. It is a very powerful weapon, very accurate weapon as well. The one drawback is, one, its rate of fire, and two, it overheats really quickly. So, just something to keep in mind. It is a very powerful weapon, and you'll notice it as soon as you pull the trigger for the first time. So, just something to keep in mind. Just figured I'd point that out to you guys, that you are actually able to get Geth weapons in this game too, so that's kind of cool. But, yeah. Alright. Well, in the vein of this being somewhat of a celebration of Admiral Kahoku's life, let's head up to Flux.
Commander,
Oh,
I've been
it's
waiting for you
Conrad.
to get back.
What's up?
I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
I mean, you love the guy's heart, but I don't know, it's just the stuff we've had to put up with. There's no doubt in my mind that the military training would have a lot to do with being able to mentally withstand it. I love his heart, but I just don't think it'll be just as glamorous as he thinks it would be. It's just a little too much at stake to be able to have him find out the hard way, so to speak, so... Gotta love him, but... maybe next time, bud, maybe next time. Yeah, let's do some dancing, shall we? Hey, Ashley. Where are you? There you are.
we weren't on duty, I'd have to show you some of my dance moves. Sir.
Well, show me. Let's go again. Well, anyways. Nice little celebration there. But, well, I suppose I should start making my way towards the second purchase I would like to make. So you know what? Right here. Let's go check up on Dr. Michelle first. See how she's doing. See how she's holding up. Oh, hey. Looks like a rather normal day for her.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, cool. Just regular old day for her.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
And finally we're getting into this stuff. The tier 3 stuff. As you can see, this thing does that, does the toxin resistance, but it also reduces the cooldown times of, you know, like your Metagel and your Omnigel and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Oh, we're getting into that stuff, viewers. We're getting into that stuff. But yeah, it's nice to see that she's just having a normal day today. I was getting a little worried there up until now. I mean, and I guess that other time we spoke to her as well. But just seemed like for a while there nothing but trouble would find her. So glad to see she's doing all right. Hey, there's Eddie. I'll let him continue working. Doing humanity proud on the Citadel here. Alright.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
On that note, though, and on the note of what Conrad said, I completely agree with him. Humanity needs more Spectres. I mean, we are the only human Spectre, and we've got all this stuff that we on our plate that we have to pick and choose which one we feel is the right one to go after next, kind of thing, which situation to resolve. And part of me feels like had there been another human Spectre on the case, we could have gotten there in time to save Admiral Kahoku's life. But anyways, let's stop thinking about that and let's talk to the
Commander.
Rec officer here.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
And the CSEC Requisitions Officer has the Spectre stuff, but he also has the Casa Fabrication license. Casa Fabrication makes the best armor in the game. And this will allow our Normandy Requisitions Officer to start carrying it. They also make the Polaris Biotic Amps as well, so yeah. They're actually a human organization too, so it's kind of cool. Anyways, with that taken care of, I guess just head back up to the Normie, I guess.
Exogeny Corp recently released an official statement regarding their missing survey team in the Hades Gamma Cluster. According to the statement, the remains of the survey team were discovered not far from their abandoned research camp. There were no survivors. It is believed the researchers were the victims of a random attack by raiders or mercenaries. Names will be released after next of kin are notified.
Weren't they the people that were all turned into husks? I think if that reporter had that little extra tidbit of information, I'm sure they probably would have included Geth in that assessment, but anyways.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
Alright, so...
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel at peace enough to continue on our job, and actually, it reminds me of something. This thing's been flashing at us in the face for a while here. Tally in the Geth, what does it say? It says you've required of detailed data files from a Geth outpost. Given the history of the Quarians, these might be of interest to Tally. Yeah, maybe. Well, let's head on down and talk to her and see if she has any interest in it. See if she thinks it'll be, for lack of a better term, good enough for her pilgrimage. See if she can make use of this stuff. And there she is, as always.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
It'll take years to decipher and analyze the data.
Maybe even decades, but it's worth the time. This information will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Sure.
Go ahead. Make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt. One I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saturn and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Wow. It's amazing what the tone of a person's voice can do. Because honestly, I can't think of any words possible that could possibly describe the amount of thankfulness we heard in her voice there. Well, after a couple of missions that were very disturbing, we've had a relatively good time this episode. So, next episode, we picked up a few more missions while we were on Pharos. So I guess we'll have to take a look into those and see what to do first next time. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching and have a good one.